do it like that. Now if she touches like this, will you touch her right back? Now if she moves like this, will you move like that? Come on, shake, 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 I shake it.
Hold your back together, and it's true. You'll just have to taste me when it's kissing you. If you want forever, I'll be you do. Just know you'll taste me too.
Shake, 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 I shake it.
You'll just have to taste me when it's kissing you.
Shake, 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 I shake it.
Know you'll taste me too.
Hyper now.
Maybe the rhythm of these might let me know. All the stars are close, all the stars are close, all the stars are close. Maybe the rhythm of these might let me know. All the stars are close, all the stars are close, all the stars are close.
In time, ink lines. If bitches couldn't get on my incline. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters and a big sign. Justin Bieber, you know I'ma hit him with the ether. Buns out, wiener, but I gotta keep an eye out for Selena. Beauty and the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confessions to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. You don't get to see. Somebody gonna match my freak. Beauty and the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confessions to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. You don't get to see. Somebody gonna match my freak.
Yo, before we get started, I want to know one thing.
Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, 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 nasty. Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. Is somebody gonna match my freak?
Just touch me till I can get my satisfaction.
Push me and then just touch me. I can't get no satisfaction. 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 Satisfaction.
Do you think about the days when we sat down smoking wine and drinking haze? Oh, was it the other way?
The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground in the sanctuary. Shadow me with your touch. Oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out of the ordinary.
And she showed me the movies, and I like them too. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 60 is so far down.
Ride it, lick it, spit it, pull to the side and get all up in it. Kiss it, ride it, can I fit it? Try like sports, but she knows I'd hit it.
But that shit chicken, why she texting me? Why she keep calling my phone, speaking sexually? Every time I'm out, why she stressing me? You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. I call her
You
heaven.
wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down there? Is it pretty in pink or see-through? Is it showing off my brand new lower
For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane.
I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony, like a love song on the radio.
Pop it, let it bang. For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main.
Like a love song on the radio. We hold me tight and not let go. I only smoke when I drink. And I only drink when I overdose. I only smoke when I drink. And I only drink when I overdose. We hold me tight and not let go.
Dust. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
Who's standing in the front yard yelling? Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Fuck the back page yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the back page yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Dust. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside that trunk?
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump.
What you gonna do with all that ass inside them jeans?
I'ma make you scream, make you scream, make you scream. 'Cause of my hump, 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 my lovely lady lumps. Check it out, I drive these brothers crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ice. Check it out.
I want you to be mine again, baby. I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. I cannot see myself without you. We call a place down, you know the way through. I go out of my way to please you. I go out of my way to see you. I ain't playing no games, I need you.
All alone is a flood. People love to receive. She had the power in her hand to shock you like you won't believe. Say, ooh, shock me like an electric feel. Baby girl, turn on the electric feel.
And I want you to be mine again, baby.
Shock me like an electric feel.
I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy.
The work is mysterious and important.
Yeah, baby.
Now tell me how you love it. You know you at the top and only heaven's right above it. We own it's Young Money, motherfucker. If you ain't running with it, run from it, motherfucker. Alright. Now somebody show some money in this bitch. And I got my bees with me like some honey in this bitch. You dig? I got my gun in my boot purse, and I don't bust back because I shoot first.
Oh my god!
Soulja Boy tone. Hot the back of me, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, hot the back of me, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, Soulja Boy tone. Hot the back of me. Hot the back of it. 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 Hot the back of it.
Badder than, bad from me back. Where you get your badder from? Thing when me get, but I come from Afghanistan. They no want see this cross make me a big on me hand. Badder man, you know me vibes can't done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big badder man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch out some wire. Long walk with the rapper bam bam. Badder than, bad from me back. Where you get your badder from? Thing when me get, but I come from Afghanistan. They no want see this cross make me a big on me hand. Badder than.
Hit me. Hit me.
I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, 'cause everything is never as it seems. When I fall asleep, you would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. 'Cause they fill the open air and leave teardrops everywhere. You think me rude, but I would just stand there.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Pursuit to be happy, only laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, hey, hey. And I ain't gonna wait for nothing, 'cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better, this gon' be the best day ever.
No, 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 baby, no, 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 don't lie. No, 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 baby, no, 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 you gotta try. What you gonna do when it all comes out? See you, what you all about? No, 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 baby, no, 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 don't lie.
Oh my, good lord. I never take a day off. Work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off. So high, cannot see. 8 off. Now I got these rappers all breaking up a sweat. 'Cause every time I get up on the mic, it come correct. And I learned it from the best. Always dressing something fresh. Full little down, big butt and nice chest.
but it's so deep. You know, such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Birds of a feather, we should stick together. And no, I said I'd never think I wasn't better alone. Can't change the weather, might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's even better. Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? One more time. Birds of a feather, we should stick together. Do you have to let it linger? One more time.
Make me this, bring me up, bring me down. Play it sweet, make me move like a freak. Mr. Saxo beat makes me this, brings me up, brings me down. Play it sweet, make me move like a freak. Mr. Saxo beat.
We're having an all-night revival. Some call the women and some will steal the Bible. Folks say my survival. Baptize me in a bottle of bean for Johnny on the vinyl.
Whoa, I never meant to break, but I got him where I want him now. Whoa, it was never my intention to break, to steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good? 'Cause I got him where I want him right now. And if you could, then you know you would. 'Cause God, it just feels so.
We're having an all-night revival.
That's like common sense, I hear.
Yeah, wait a minute. Get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper. Underground methods. Top-notch hoes get the most and the lesser. Straight terror. Find out your errors. Pushing culture, baby. Got that fire you can measure. Trendsetter. The one who get the weather. Swerving while I'm bumping Project Pressure. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Wait a minute, get it how you live it.
Do the things you said you do to me, to me. Oh, you kiss me on the mouth and love me like a sailor. And where you get a taste, can you tell me what's my flavor? I don't believe in God, but I believe that you're my savior. My mom says that she's worried, but I'm covered in this favor. And when we're getting dirty, I work out at home. I sleep so I can see you, 'cause I hate to wait too long. I sleep so I can see you, and I hate to wait too long.
Brother, there's an endless road to rediscover. Hey, sister, know the water's sweet, but blood is thicker. Oh, the sky comes falling down for you. There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do.
Traders! Thank you so much for every single person that is joining us today for this night, for this hour that we have. We want to go for the next 60 minutes straight. Shout out to everyone being here right now. You guys are absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. So, I'm going to turn off the music down here slightly. I know everyone enjoys a little bit of music, gets the dance party going. Guys, I enjoy it as well. But I do just want to say right now, 7:03 p.m. Eastern Time on a Tuesday evening. Thank you for everyone joining us. Now, guys, I have about 60 minutes with you. You know, I don't want to go over that 60-minute time frame. And really what I want to do over this next 6 minutes is I want to try to give you as much information as I possibly can. Now, this is going to be information to help you guys become full-time traders. I'm going to be transparent right now. I will not be able to teach you absolutely everything there is to know about stock trading in 60 minutes. That's just impossible. It's almost like, if you wanted to be a lawyer, I can't teach you 4 years of education in an hour. If you wanted to be a doctor, I can't teach you 4 years of doctorate school in an hour. But I want this to be a stepping stone. I want this to be an hour where you can leave from here and say, wow, I definitely gauged a lot. I learned a lot. And while some might be a review, I want to get into more advanced stuff as we go on. So a lot of the lessons that I like to give, I don't like to make it boring. I don't want to be looking at images and going through PowerPoint slides. Let's be honest, guys. PowerPoint slides suck. No one wants to sit there and just be looking at little graphs. I want to be able to have you guys be engaged. I want you guys to ask questions. I want you guys to be able to be overwhelmed a little bit with so much education. That's what this next hour is about. So if you get a little overwhelmed, that's a good thing. It means you're stepping outside your box a little bit. That means you are, again, a person that's saying to yourself, hey, I'm trying to grasp this and it's new. That's what I want. So I put together a little bit of like a schedule of what we are going to be going over here so you guys can kind of follow along. Now, I want to start with very elementary things. Then I want to be able to go over things that matter in the market, such as psychology. I want to talk about long-term investing. I want to talk about my strategy. And then, of course, I want to be able to talk about overall criteria in the stock market. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go over it, absolutely everything. And we'll be all set, ready to rock. I know, again, I'm not rocking the sunglasses right now, traders, because, again, I'm not trying to be, I would say, per se, entertaining. I want to be educational. I'm buckling down right now to be a teacher to make sure that you guys are learning, growing, and becoming the best person, the best trader that you possibly can be. So, team, you want to be a full-time stock trader. I love it. And you know what? I, again, had that dream 10 years ago that I wanted to become a full-time stock trader. Now, I want to tell you the exact steps I took to be able to get to this level. Now, this is something, and this is just going to be 5 to 10 minutes here, that the steps that I took that 95% of people will not do. Let's talk about it here, team. First things first. If you want to be successful in the stock market, you are going to have to practice. Now, what's the best way to practice? Paper trade. Paper trading is going to give you experience. The number one issue that people say is, oh, Deck, I don't get emotional. I don't have the same emotions when I'm paper trading. I don't feel the same. Guys, it's not to get you into the same emotional aspect. It's to go ahead and give you experience in the stock market. Same exact thing like in anything in life. When you are practicing, it's very hard to put yourself in a game time situation. When you have real money on the line, guess what? I know your adrenaline's going to be pumping. I know, again, your emotions are going to be a little bit more wild. But this doesn't mean you can't build up experience. It's the same exact thing if someone wanted to get their pilot's license. You don't just jump in a plane and start flying around. You have to do it in the simulator for a few hours. Then you go up on maybe, again, some little farm planes with a guy behind you in a Cessna, telling you exactly what to do. Then you start going and you start, putting in more work and putting more hours. And then maybe a year down the road is when you start doing a whole bunch of cool commercial flights. Or maybe, again, you get your jet license. But it all starts with sometimes a little bit of the boring stuff. And I know, again, we want to make money right away. But to be frank with you, making money right away is not realistic. It's anything else in life. When I think about stock trading, I think about day trading as a prestigious job. If you came up to me and said, oh, what do you do as a living? And you say, oh, I work in the stock market. Guys, that sounds pretty damn impressive, doesn't it? That sounds pretty insane. Oh, wow, this person works in the stock market. This person works in finances. Oh, yeah, this person works on Wall Street. That's a prestigious job. You know what also is prestigious? When someone says, oh, I'm a surgeon. Oh, I'm a lawyer. Guys, how long does it take to become a doctor or a surgeon or a lawyer? 8 years? So why is it somewhere in your mind you think you can open up a $2,000 account and all of a sudden start making money right away? You have to be able to pay your tuition. You have to put in time to actually learn how to trade. People all the time love it. They love to say, oh man, stock trading's a scam. Do you know why people say stock trading is a scam? Because they can't do it. You know why, again, people again say stock trading is a scam? Because they sign up with some shitty broker and after losing $2,000 because they listen to Wall Street bets, they get upset. Guys, that's the way it works. I could say, again, things are a scam for anything I'm not good at, but I don't make those excuses. It's the fact that I haven't put in any sort of work. So this is what I want you guys to do, okay? I want you guys to paper trade first. And I know you guys might say, no, I don't want to. Trust me, do it. Because you will lose when you first start stock trading. And when you first start stock trading, it's not worth losing real money. My rule of thumb is to trade until you have 3 months in a row of green. I don't care if that takes 12 months. I don't care if that takes 2 years. You must win 3 months in a row before you can prove to yourself that you are a consistent enough stock trader. Guys, this took me 11 months to do. Now, with this being stated, this does not mean you paper trade with $1 million. You paper trade with what you have in real life. People come up to me all the time. They say, Deck, I don't understand it. When I paper trade, I win. Well, what'd you do? Well, I turned again $1 million into $22 million. Okay, well, how much money do you have in real life? Oh, $1,500. So it's like practicing, basketball shots with a hot air balloon, like with a volleyball. It's way different. Why would we again be practicing things that aren't what we're actually going to be using? So first things first, if we just want to be successful in stock trading and we are new to the markets, we are doing what? Paper trading first, building experience. And we're building experience on what we're going to use in real life. Now, the other most important key factor I want you guys to understand right here is that you guys must record your trades. Guys, I'm going to be frank with you, okay? All these trading journals are bullshit out there. Cool, again, you can type in what you want. You can see a green number or a red number. Woohoo, I'm 4 days in a row of green. Awesome. To me, it's not worth spending $125 a month for. You know what's the best way to be able to learn how to trade is to be able to visualize your trades. And how is that? Go download OBS right now. If you guys download OBS, this is by far the best way to learn how to trade. You know why? Because this is what athletes do. What does a football player do? A football player is going to play on Sunday and then it's film day on Monday. They all go to the film room and they watch their plays. They watch who messed up. They watch who did great. I suggest every single person here have a microphone, have a camera, and record yourself on OBS. 99% of computers have a built-in microphone. 99% of computers have a webcam built in on them. You guys really don't have to do anything. OBS is 100% free. So really, all you guys have to do at this time is bring up OBS, click the button that says start recording, watch yourself trade, speak out loud. Guys, when you're trading, you should be alone anywhere. Shut the door, lower the blinds, and talk in the moment. Talk out loud. What are you doing? What are you seeing? Hey, again, I like this trade. I like XYZ because of this reason. I see support here. I see resistance here. This press release came out here. And then guess what? That's where you guys can have success, right? When you talk out loud and then you can rewatch your trades later on. Guys, trust me, it will be humiliating. I'm not telling post the trades on YouTube. I'm not saying post the trades all over the internet. Have this for your archives where you can go back after a big loss and say, what am I doing? Why did I do that? How in the world was I so dumb? And guys, it might be a little humiliating. It might be a little embarrassing, but now again, you're saying to yourself, why didn't I have a stop loss? Why did I hold on so long? Why was I adding on to a loser? Right? That's what you guys need to understand is that you guys are going to be able to have mistakes made, but in the moment, you won't realize them. Guys, 99% of stock traders who lose make the same mistake every single day, but don't know how to correct it. So imagine if you sit down every morning, you chase a play, you buy it, you don't realize you're chasing a play, you get upset, you go ahead, you beat your computer, you come back the next day and you do the same exact thing. There's no fixing that error. So when you rewatch the trade and you're like, wow, hey, I did that wrong, now you can at least learn how to do it, right? It's the same exact thing. If I was golfing and let's say I start slicing every single one off to the right, right? And all of a sudden I record my swing and everyone says, well, that's what you're doing wrong. I can now adjust. But if you don't know what you're doing wrong, it's very hard to adjust. So already, guys, we're saying to ourselves, well, how are we going to be successful in the stock market? Number one, we're going to be recording our trades. Number two, we're going to paper trade until we're fully ready. Again, think about it as a lawyer or a doctor. We're putting in the time. Now, also, we have to have realistic expectations. Ladies and gentlemen, I know nowadays, again, we go on TikTok or we go on Instagram, and it seems like everyone's making $150 bajillion dollars every single day. You know, we know that probably 99% of that is fake. It's not real, right? But it definitely raises your expectations of, oh my goodness, look at this 14-year-old kid making $45 million. Guys, that's not real expectations. The best thing that you can do is whatever your account size is or whatever you are willing to invest in a day trade, look for about a 10% return on that. So if you are, again, trading $2,000, what is an awesome day? What is an awesome trade? $200. If you have a $10,000 account, what is an awesome return? A $1,000 trade. Don't compare yourself to other people. Sometimes, again, people are like, oh man, I wish I traded as much as, I made as much as Deck today. Oh, Deck, again, you made $10,000 or $2,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what if I have a $100,000 account and I make $2,000? That's 2%. What if you have, again, a $5,000 account and you make $1,000? That's 20%. So again, you actually out-traded me, but again, you don't realize that because you, as you guys could see, aren't making as much. But this is why, again, you hear about Wall Street traders sometimes and hedge funds making billions or hundreds of millions of dollars. It's because they have hundreds of millions of dollars. Guess what? If I have $100 million and I put it on the S&P 500 and I get a 10% return, I'm making hundreds of millions of dollars. So you have to understand that you can't compare yourself to someone else without knowing their exact account size. And that sometimes puts you in a really bad spot where you see everyone making money and it seems like you're the person that's making the least amount, but you don't understand how much they're actually using. So already set us a guideline in your head that, hey, if you had a 10% return on a trade, that is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely fantastic. And that is great trading right there. Also realize, guys, that small sizes add up. And that is going to be absolutely huge, right? Small sizing is going to be able to add on up. What's one of my favorite games in the world to play as a stock trader? The calculator game. Now, what's the calculator game? The calculator game is adding up all your profits and realizing how much you'd be willing to walk away with. So let's play this game, guys. Imagine if you are a part-time trader right now. You can only trade during pre-market or the first hour of the day before you guys go to your 9-to-5 job. What do you guys could see here? Well, let's imagine that you can only make $98. Deck, I only made $98. If you made $98 in the stock market, you kind of feel like, man, I didn't really make that much. Oh man, I really didn't feel that good about it. Only $98. Guys, let's times this by 251 days in the stock market. At the end of the year, you have $25,000. Guys, that's pretty insane. Imagine if, again, stock trading was just a part-time little gig that you did every single morning, and on average, you made $98. At the end of the year, you have $25,000 in your account. Traders, that's unheard of. That's insane. That's absolutely amazing. So that's what I want you guys to truly understand here, is that these gains are going to add up. Now, obviously, you want to make more than $25,000 if you want to become a full-time stock trader, but it's great to kind of just mess around and be like, hey, if I average $200 a day, I'm not saying you're making $200 every day. Some days you win 300, some days you win 100, some days you lose 200, some days you win 500. The average we're talking is maybe $200. Well, then there's $50,000. So the thing is here, traders, it's not about just hitting $200 every single day. It's trying to have an average of $200 every single day, where again, some days are wins, some days are losses, but you can understand that these gains are going to be able to build on up. This is another point here, traders, is that when we are trading, and I know you guys might be able to relate to this, and also a little timeout here. I know I'm speaking fast, but it's because I want to keep throwing in as much as I possibly can. Guys, we got 45 minutes here. I want you guys to learn. Now, one of the big things about stock trading that a lot of you guys, might not realize is that this is real money. If someone walked in your room right now and put $200 on your table, you'd be like, whoa, $200, thank you so much. Imagine though, right? You guys are saying to yourself, oh man, I lose 200. Why is it when we see that little green number, that little red number, it's like, oh, hey, don't worry about it. $200, if I lost $200 in person right now, I'd be like, man, I just lost $200. But since it's a little tiny red number, it's like, oh, $200, I'll battle back real quick. $500, don't worry about it. $1,000, I'll battle back. Understand that this is real money. Don't let one trade run away from you. This is real cash, hard-earned gains that you guys have put in. Make sure you guys protect it. That's very important. So guys, now that we kind of got away from these little basics, I'm going to shut my door real quick. Now that we got away from the kind of very beginner introduction areas, let's start talking a little bit more advanced right now. Let's start having a little bit more fun here. And what I want to talk about, guys, is what matters in day trading. So this is going to be psychology, sociology, the mob, confidence, fear, understanding what everyone else does so you can be ahead of it. Guys, this is one of my favorite topics in stock trading. And I don't know if I'm like nerding out a little bit, but this is almost like the fact that it's like a superpower. This is, some people have super strength. Some people can be invisible. Some people can fly. You have the superpower of understanding how other traders are going to perceive the stock market so that you guys can make money on it. How cool is that? So what is psychology? Psychology right here is going to be the study of the mind. Now, why is that important? Because for anyone who does not know, the stock market is extremely emotional. We could see that working absolutely perfectly over the last few weeks, right? The S&P 500. Haven't you guys realized the S&P 500 was fading and falling and crashing and dumping because there was so much fear? Traders, Oh man, we have Iran this, we have Trump that, we have oil this, we have AI bubble that. We have all of these things going on. Fear. And fear is what leads to the market dropping. Sometimes there is actually no news whatsoever, but there's fear on the overall markets, or maybe there's fear on a certain play. Or how many times have you guys ever seen a stock go crazy before? What's a great example of maybe a stock going crazy before? Who remembers GameStop back in 2021? You guys remember GameStop back in 2021 where people were buying GameStop just because it was fun, it was greedy, everyone was buying it, you feel great, it was confident. So if we can understand the study of the mind of how other people are perceiving a play, we could be able to start getting an edge on what the stock is going to do. Now, we can also understand sociology. Sociology is the study of groups. So basically, it's the behavior of groups. So again, psychology is the study of an individual mind, but a sociology is going to be the study of groups and how they behave in a certain setting, aka in the stock market. So now again, this is really interesting, isn't it? This is really cool how we can think about it, where we could say to ourselves, well, at the end of the day, why do stocks go up? Guys, I know we think of stock ANL or SNAL or MII or HMA or NXT, and we see these as tickers, but they're actually legit companies, as we know. What makes a stock go up? People buying it. What makes a stock go down? People selling it. So if we can start getting ahead of the curve and understanding what makes someone want to buy a play or what makes someone want to sell a play, that's where we can make a lot of money. So how do we do this? Well, what we want to do is understand the mob. And the mob, in my eyes, is basically the majority of buyers. We know here, traders, if we want to be successful in the stock market, we're going to have to be outside the norm. Now, what's outside the norm? Well, if we want to think about the statistic, 80 or 85% of day traders are going to fail. Why do they fail? Because, guys, what's the norm? The norm is to sit around, to be able to go through social media, and to be able to wait until someone finds the hot play. Once someone finds the hot play, it's usually up 100, 150%, whatever it may be. And the moment you buy, the stock crashes back on down. Let's think about this here, guys. Let's draw this out as a visual. And who here can say, yes, Deck, that sounds like the story of my life? Who here sits around, waits for someone else to tell them what to buy or what stock to look at? The stock starts going on a massive spike, rip and run. It seems like everyone's making money other than you. By the time you finally pull the trigger, you get in right here. Everyone's saying, yes, everyone, you're doing great. And then the stock turns to fall, and it seems like every time you get involved into it, you lose. Traders, that is mob behavior. That is the majority of buyers. So the majority of buyers is going to be the 80% of losers. That's the mob. The majority of buyers are going to be the people that buy at the top after everyone already talks about the trade. Guys, in my eyes, there are going to be 3 different areas that you can always buy a stock. And those 3 different areas that you guys can always buy a stock is either going to be, number 1, right as the stock starts breaking out. This is where you guys can be successful. Where else can you guys be successful? Number 2 is going to be shorting tops. You guys are going to be able to realize that a stock has gotten overextended. It's time to be able to start fading and falling back on down. Or number 3, it is going to be getting ready for a dip buy. What I'm trying to do tonight is I want you guys to start realizing something interesting about the stock market. And the thing is this is really as simple and easy as the stock market can get. It's almost a game of opposites. If you see the world screaming out right now, get out of the play, it's usually time to get in. And when you see the world and you see everyone on the internet saying, this is going to keep going up, oh my goodness, it's up 300%, everyone buy, you're still early. You're still early. It's going to be at the top, right? Traders, I mean, we can think about so many different examples of things that kind of get overextended, things that go a little bit too crazy and people end up losing. So again, where does successful traders buy? Remember, you guys could either buy in early, you guys could either short the top, or you guys can usually, again, get in for a possible dip buy. But the majority of traders wait for the stock to spike. They see that a stock is up 75%, 100%. They end up buying at the top. They see that they're losing. Then they get out for a loss. And then again, shortly after, the stock starts moving itself back on up and they start buying at the top again. Traders, how crazy is that to think about? You could buy in early, you could short the top, or you could dip buy, but the majority of people buy the top, get out at the bottom, and then rebuy at the top again. Guys, let's think about this on the S&P 500 here for a second. How many people can you guys, or how many times can you guys actually remember, or like even recently, over the last, again, few weeks, the S&P 500 was fading, falling, crashing. Guys, I bought, and I've showed this many times. I have emails where I talk to my financial advisor. I bought on March 30th. That's when I purchased. And I had tons of people say, Deck, why would you again tell your following you're buying into a falling knife? You're buying into again when the S&P 500's dropping. Look at the whole entire world. Everyone's scared the market's going to fall. Yeah, that's the time to buy, right? Same exact thing. I bought, again, I have all the emails. I, again, have a live recording of me buying for my long-term investment on April 7th last year. Why would you buy into this? Tariffs are going to ruin the country, yada, yada, yada. This is, again, when you have the best overall discounts. These are when you have the best overall dip buys. So I want you guys to start breaking out of your habit right now of saying, hold on, let me not listen completely to social media. Let me, again, realize when the S&P 500 is dumping or maybe stocks are falling, maybe they're discount prices. The market, the stock market, is the only market in the world that investors do not buy when things are on sale. Hey, the stock market's down. Do we buy it? No. The stock market's going to crash. No, it's not. It's a sale. No one walks into Best Buy and sees two TVs and one for $1,000, one for $500, and the Best Buy employee comes over and goes, they're the same TV. Get the one for $500. And you say, no. I'm not falling for that one. Give me the $1,000 one. It's like, okay, right? Why are we not taking advantage of these dip buy opportunities? So what you guys have to gauge right now is the breakaway from that 85% of people that constantly lose, that constantly buy in at the top, that constantly complain. Now, what I want you guys to realize is with all these different ways to make money, you guys don't have to be a master of everything. You want to try to be a master of one. And what I mean by that is try to focus right now. What do you guys feel confident with? Do you guys feel confident with buying breakouts? Do you guys feel confident with shorting and betting that stocks are going to fall? Or do you guys feel confident waiting for a breakout, waiting for the dump, and maybe again getting a dip buy after? So now again, you can start saying, you know what? I kind of want to focus on the breakouts, or I want to focus on shorting, or I want to focus on dip buying. And that's when you guys are going to be able to make the most amount of money. That's when you guys are going to be able to make the most amount of cash, rather than this habit that you guys might be in right now. Hey, Deck, what's the best play? Oh my goodness, this stock just spiked up so big. Did you guys buy in yet? Oh, you guys bought in yet? Let me buy at the top. Oh my goodness, did you guys get in? You're out. How did you guys get out? I'm losing. Let's get out of that. You guys will never have success in that manner. Okay, so you need to break out of that habit right away. Now, before we even get more involved into our day trading here, guys, let's talk about, again, our long-term investing strategies. Because, again, day trading can get a little bit more complex, and I kind of want to talk about everything right now and kind of give you guys a good overall base of what we have. But let's just talk about this real quick. Let's talk about, again, long-term investing. Traders, do I need a drink of water right now? I say I might. I am talking like an absolute madman at this moment. I'm absolutely locked the fuck in at this moment, and I hope you guys are enjoying this content. So now let's talk about what else we have at this moment. Let's talk about at this time here, traders, let's talk about long-term investing. Now, long-term investing is not as difficult as you might think. Traders, I'm going to change your life right here for all long-term investors. All right, long-term investors. People always ask me the question, what indicators do I need to know? When you guys are looking at your charts, what indicators do you guys need to know? And to be completely frank, to be completely honest about it, let's just talk about investing. Right here, traders, let's go over our indicators. The main indicators that every single person should have right now is the 50-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, and again, the 13 EMA. So again, the 50-day, it will be SMA, 200-day SMA, and 13 EMA. Now, guys, why is this so important? It's because they are the ones with the most influence. Go to any website that you guys want. You guys go to Trade Ideas, you guys go to Finviz. Let's just go to Finviz. Go to Finviz, click again a chart. Guys, what comes on up? The 50-day, the 200-day. Go over to TradingView. Okay, I can go over to TradingView. And TradingView, if you guys click a chart, I'll just tell you. If you guys click a chart over on TradingView, guess what comes on up? The 50 SMA, the 200 SMA. Now, why is it so important? That's the default. That's the standard. If someone ever comes up to you and is like, hey guys, I know a super secret indicator, a super salty secret indicator that no one else uses. You don't want it. That's garbage. Because the thing is, you got to think about this. Why do we use indicators? What is the point of indicators? It shows us where a stock is going to have a reversal. It is going to show us an overall moving average for this time. Okay? So what I want you guys to gauge is indicators are only used for what? Understanding where a stock might bounce at, where a stock might reverse at if it's moving itself on up. The 50 SMA, 200 SMA, and 13 EMA. Now, indicators will not usually work on a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute time frame. The rule of thumb is the larger the time frame, the more strength they will have. Okay? So guys, the best thing to do, always, if you guys want to be the best investor of all time, go to a monthly chart with the 50 SMA, 200 SMA, and the 13 EMA on, and you will always have the best dip buy. It is one of the easiest secret sauce recipes, and you guys have probably heard me say this before. Switch on over to a monthly time frame, and as you guys can see in the history of time here, what do we have? The best dip buys you could ever have right here was back in 2016 off the 50 SMA. Now again, 2019. Here's during COVID. Here's during, again, inflation. Here's again during tariffs. Traders, every time in history, the 50 SMA on the monthly chart has always been near or at the exact bottom. There's a reason why I bought in last year on April 7th, because we were coming to the 50 SMA and I just knew, hey, I didn't want to miss it. Now, I got lucky that that was the lowest point. It didn't go any day lower than that, so I'm sitting extremely pretty. Now, the 50 SMA is usually the exact bottom. Now, what we usually see, though, what is a little bit more common, is the 13 EMA on the monthly chart. Hey, Deck, why did you buy in on March 30th this year? 13 EMA, 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 13. This is usually what we see every year. Every year, we bounce off the 13 EMA. Every 2.5 years, we crash on down to the 50 SMA. Does that make sense, everyone? So if you are, again, sitting here and saying, when should I buy in on my long-term investments? Either at the 13 EMA or at the 50 SMA. Now, you guys, a monthly chart works perfect. That's usually where I do all my long-term investments. But you guys can also, if you guys want to, switch over to a weekly chart. Now, again, if you guys want to look at a weekly chart, some people are just biased. Some people might look at a weekly chart and say to themselves, hey, again, this also works out, Deck. Look what we have here. And I would agree with you. On a weekly chart, the 50, right, if we just go over towards this, the 50 SMA, that's the perfect dip buy. That was pretty funny, right? Here's again the perfect dip buy. Here's the perfect dip buy. Now again, we can also see the 200, right? Here's the 200, on the weekly. 200, that's a perfect dip buy. 200, 200. So you guys can clearly see where is the best time to always buy. If you want to use the weekly or if you want to use the monthly, literally long-term investing is extremely simple. You either buy off the 50 or the 200 on the weekly, or you switch on over to a monthly and you buy off the 13 or the 50. That is where you guys will have maximum success. And this is exactly how I bought in on Monday, April 7th last year. And that's how exactly I pulled the trigger on March 30th this year. That's how I was able to do it. So go through my tweets, go through, again, my live videos. You guys will see it. Again, I'm not lying about that. I literally have all my emails of me talking to my financial advisor, of me getting in at these lowest points. And you guys can see it's exactly what we want. So when it comes on down, hey, Deck, does this work on like Mag 7 plays? Yeah, it definitely works on Mag 7 plays, but not as great if you're just trading the overall S&P 500. So let's just kind of take a look. Let's go to Apple. Okay, Apple. Here's Apple, 50 SMA and 13 EMA. Again, works out pretty well, as you guys can see right here. Hey, you know what? I want to get a good dip buy over on Apple. Where would I feel confident? Where would I feel comfortable? Where's a good area for me to get a good dip buy opportunity? Well, as you guys can see, the best dip buy is at the 50 SMA. Here's the 50 SMA. Here's the 50 SMA. That's going to be the best of the best. But at the same time, it's still reasonable if you want to get the 13 EMA or the 13 or the 13 or the 13. This is all reasonable areas that are still great, that can make you a lot of money. So go through whatever plays you want. Some plays are going to be a little bit more volatile than others. But, you could still look at Amazon. Amazon, guys, hey, we come underneath the 50 SMA on the monthly chart. Talk about how incredible that is. Look at all the bounces, though, off the 13 EMA. I mean, you are getting literally a cheat code right here. Even if I turned off the stream right now and you guys just left with this, you guys could be like, wow, again, stock trading is so simple. And that is, a huge part of it. This is how I'm going to be able to retire when I'm 60 years old with a few $1 million in my account. Every single year, I just wait for this perfect dip. So let me ask you guys a question. How many people are running away and telling you not to buy? How many people are running away from the stock market saying, hey guys, everyone get out. There's too much fear right now. Again, the tariffs, all this, all that, right? I don't want you guys running away. I want you guys realizing when things go like this, take a step back and say, wait a minute, we're at the perfect dip buy, So that is going to be just absolutely incredible and absolutely amazing to see. Now, what you also need to understand, guys, is that when you guys are looking over on the S&P 500, or I'm going to stick with the S&P 500 for now. But there are what we would like to think about psychology numbers. Now, this kind of falls into support and resistance. Support and resistance here, traders, is going to be where a stock is going to bounce and where a stock is going to reverse. So if you guys, again, would just want to take a second and to just type in support and resistance trading over on YouTube. There is going to be not on YouTube, over on Google, there will be tons of images that can just help you understand what support and resistance simply enough is. Support and resistance, all this is going to be when a stock spikes on up, dumps on down, spikes on up, dumps on down, spikes on up, dumps on down. Let me get a little bit more of a clearer picture for you guys right here, just so, again, everyone's life is nice and easy. So this is, again, perfect little support and resistance. Let's imagine this is the price, and I'll even take a little bit of a screenshot of this. Let's imagine that this is the price of $5, okay? Here's $5 right here. Here's $10 right here. Here's the price of $2.50. The majority of the time, when I am trading stocks, right, I am always searching for where is support and where is resistance. And once you establish what support and resistance is as the prices, stock trading now just comes down to having the discipline of following the rules. Now, what I mean by this is we know that $5 is resistance. That means, again, when we come up to $5, the stock is going to fall. When you come up to $5, the stock is going to fall. When you come down towards $2.50, the stock is going to fall. Or, bounce. When the stock comes down to $2.50, the stock is going to bounce. When you come down to $2.50, the stock is going to bounce. So you can, again, establish we have strong resistance, we have bottom support, and now I can be able to trade in a very simple, easy aspect, where all I have to do now is follow this. So what would be an easy way for me to be able to trade? Well, hey, Deck, I see this stock right now, whatever the stock is. Let's say this is stock XYZ. XYZ, we have $2.50 support. We have $5 resistance right here. I know it has $2.50 bottom. We have $5 top. Now, what do I want to do? Well, the best way for us to be able to trade is let's go ahead and place a stop loss, right, at now the price of $2.35. Here's $2.35. I'm giving myself 15 cents that I can lose. But now I know that the stock most likely, though, is going to be doing what? Working its way back up to $5. So if it falls down to $2.35, the stock might be cracking. The stock might be done with. And you know what? Let me have a stop loss and be willing to get out. But if the stock bounces from $2.50 all the way up to $5, guys, think about how much profit that is. I mean, we're talking about $2.50 a profit. We were risking 15 cents to make $2.50. So in other words, guys, let's imagine we have 1,000 shares on this play. If it falls and it fades and it drops, I end up losing $150. But if it spikes its way on up, I win $2,500. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely amazing, isn't it? That's absolutely fantastic. That's absolutely incredible. So again, when it comes down to stock trading, what we're always searching for is understanding where support and resistance at, because this is where, again, we find our odds. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to come up to me and you want to say, hey, the stock trading is a casino, I would say, okay. And you might say, yeah, it's just a big gamble. And that's where I would say, nah. If you want to say we're a casino, again, you're the tourist, I'm the dealer. You want to sit down with your Hawaiian t-shirt and your little envelope? Sure, that's great. I want to be the eye in the sky. I want to be the pit boss. I want to be the house. And what do I mean by that is I want to put the odds in my favor. Now, I could close my eyes right now, guys. I could close my eyes right at this moment, buy whatever stock I see, and it's a 50-50. At the end of the day, stock is going up or stocks are going down. That's it. At the end of the day, the stock is going up or going down. I could be the worst trader in the world. And at the end of the day, it's a 50-50 chance. Is this spiking or is this dumping? Right? That's true. So the thing that I want you guys to understand, imagine if we start putting odds in our favor slightly. What if we realize that there's 250 support and that the chance of this bouncing is like 80%? And the chance of not only it bouncing is 80%, but we can make $2,500 and only lose $150. We had a bounce here, a bounce here. The odds are it's going to bounce right here. And if it does crack, we're only losing a little. And if it does bounce the way it should, we're going to make a lot. So now again, we are the house. We are placing the odds in our favor with every single trade. Hey, Deck, I really like shorting. Okay, again, it crashes $5 here, crashes $5 here. So you can make money there. But yes, at every point, we will be able to break out or again, crack on down. And this is where if you are shorting, you have a stop loss. And then again, we run up towards hit a new high, and then we come back on down. And we come back on down, and what you guys realize is old resistance now turns into new support. So really at the end of the day, when we're talking about stock trading, what we're really thinking about is where are stocks going to have reversals, right? Investing is all about understanding about reversals. Guys, no one cares. Like, to be honest with you, it is not difficult in any way to find the top gainer of the day. It's not difficult at all. Literally, again, I go on Fox Runner every single day and it tells me whatever the top gainers on the day, boom, here it is. It's not difficult. We literally have professional equipment that gives us all the answers every day. Hey, what's the best stocks with news? Again, we have it right here. Hey, what's the best top gainers of the day? Okay, here it is right here. Hey, again, what are the stocks that all the best players are looking at? Okay, here it is right here. Like, we already have this. But for us to be able to now go ahead and be able to execute on our trades is where we have to go ahead and establish where support and resistance is at. So again, you know, what we're looking at all times is now don't think about like, oh, what's the best play of the day? Start thinking about, okay, here's the best play of the day. Now let's think about where's the reversal going to happen. Is that reversal going to happen from the support line? Is the reversal going to happen off the shorting area? So let's just go through some top gainers today and let's just see, can I find any clear-cut areas of reversals, right? So let me go back to like a 5-minute time frame. And now again, I picked the first play that I see right here. This right here is SNAL. Guys, everyone take a second and let's train yourself. Train your eye right here. Does anyone see where support's at, where resistance is at, and how you could easily make some clear-cut money? And obviously, this is not me picking it out of a textbook. I just literally clicked the number one top gainer of the day today. This is it. So again, let's see what we have. Let's see what we're talking about. Let's see what we have at this moment. We have SNAL. Traders, if I were you, what I would be doing is go ahead and grab this. What did you guys have this as support? This absolutely beautiful uptrend right here. Here's easy support, right? Now again, couldn't we go ahead and connect some dots up top? Would you guys not agree that, hey, wow, this is easy resistance? And ladies and gentlemen, just like this, your stock trading, you should be able to now figure out, hey, I can be able to now be a consistent stock trader. Just going like this. Why are you not a full-time stock trader yet? Why are you not making money in the stock market yet? Because now your life became extremely simple, didn't it? Didn't you guys just realize that you have a bounce play here, and you guys have a bounce play here, and you guys have a bounce play here, and you guys have a bounce play here? Didn't you guys just realize at this time now, you guys have strong resistance right here? You guys have strong resistance here, and strong resistance, and strong resistance, and strong resistance. Now again, you can start understanding, hold on a second, let me again trade this the right way. I'm going to look to go ahead and be able to buy in on this play. And for the stock, if I buy in right here, I believe that the stock is going to move itself all the way on up. And all I'm going to do at this time is I'm going to set a stop loss right underneath this area. So if it hits this area, I'll get out. But the odds are it's going to move on up. And look at this, bada boom, I just made a shit ton of money. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. So again, that's absolutely great. Now, as the stock comes on up here, this is where I got to get out of the old habits of let me buy for breakouts. Let me buy at the very top. Guys, buying at the very top, that's not with the odds. The odds are saying we fell, we're probably going to fall again. So you know what? Let me again get ready for a fall. So instead, let me go ahead and place a stop loss above this line. So if we do break out, I'll lose a little. But now I'm expecting that the odds are going to tell us that the stock is going to fall back on down. And guess what it does? The stock falls on down. We have a nice short and we make a whole bunch of cash. So guys, how great is this to be able to see? So I want to make sure you guys realize that SNAL, I'm not picking random plays out of a textbook. I'm just telling you guys what I'm seeing right here. You guys want to do another one? So now again, we go over to AGAE. Let's go ahead and try to find one that's a little bit like easier. This is a good example. You know, this is a small little play, 40-cent stock, guys, 40-cent play. But you know what I realized about 40 cents over on this play? I see that the stock spiked on up, and I am realizing that it had a lot of strong resistance right around 55 cents, right? There's 55 cents, really strong resistance lines right here. Top resistance came back on down. Top resistance came back on down. Then what do? We broke out of the, actually, let's even put our support line here. I think this is cool. What do we have right here, traders? We could see we have spike on up to 55, come back on down to 46. Spike on up to 55, come back down to 46. So you could just do this little channel. We eventually break out of 55 and we run on up to 70. Now guess what happens? 55 now turns into a support line. So because old resistance turns to support. So you run on up to 70, guess what? There's your new resistance line, aka your reversal. Falls back down to 55. 55 runs up to 70. 70 falls back on down. 55 runs back up to 70. Then we crack back on down. As we crack back on down, guess what? Now we're back in the original channel that we were in beginning. And now it falls back on down to 45, runs back up to 55. Now it falls back on down to 45, runs back up to 55. So you could see all the areas there is to make money. Ladies and gentlemen, once we start getting a spike, once we start getting a rip, once we start getting a run and a pop and a climb, how simple is this? Where, hey, you know what? I want to play the odds. Short here, short here. Okay, you have a stop loss. Then you have short here, short here, short here, short here, short here, short here. Okay, awesome. Where's my dip buying opportunities? My dip buying opportunities are here. My dip buy opportunities are here and here. And my dip buy, my dip buy, my dip buy, my dip buy, my dip buy. This is where, again, you guys can be able to make a whole bunch of cash where now the odds are in your favor, right? So the odds are on their favor. The odds are, again, where you guys can be able to make this easy money here. So that's absolutely great and absolutely awesome. Let's, guys, is everyone still with me right now? Am I going too crazy right here? Can I get a good old Deckmart Trades? If you guys are learning at this time, if you guys are enjoying it, if you guys are, again, having a good night right now, again, 45 minutes in, I want to see you guys over in the chat room when I get to take a little sip of this aqua right now. I'm talking about some of the best Essentia Plus, getting my pH balance right. All right. Now, let's see what else we have here. So, traders, let's talk, okay? Let's talk right now at this moment. Also, little shout out, Hoagie. Thank you so much for the $3 donation right now. You're fantastic. Let's talk about my strategy at this moment, okay? My strategy, for anyone who does not know, okay, I want to break this on down to make this as simple and easy as possible. I want you guys to be able to understand what I have right now, okay? Is what I do every single day. How do I make money every single day here, traders? Now, this is going to be a 3-part process. I'm actually going to have to bring up my broker right here, and I want to bring over my broker so that we're all set here. And I want to show you guys exactly what I do every single day, as you guys know. Now, there are 3 components that you guys do need to have for my strategy. Number 1, guys, you guys do need FoxRunner. FoxRunner is the scanner that I use every day. It's how I find news instantly. It is literally one of the greatest inventions I've ever seen in my life. Trust me, who here uses FoxRunner and can back it up and say, guys, if you don't have FoxRunner, use it. It is amazing. I will drop a link for you guys. If you guys do want to use it, the code word FOXY for 30% off. We also need trade ideas. Trade ideas, guys, is where I'm going to use all of my charting. It's where I'm going to be able to find my support and resistance. And then, of course, on top of that, I am going to want to be using Cobra. Cobra is my broker where I go ahead and I'm able to place all of my level 2 entries, my shorting, and how I'm able to get involved in plays. So every single thing, stick with me. I will give you guys discounts on trade ideas. I'll give you guys discounts on, again, Cobra. But I want to teach you guys my strategy right here, okay? So, my strategy from start to finish to make sure that you guys understand this is let's go ahead and let's head on over to FoxRunner first. You guys know that all I like to do is trade in pre-market. Now, why do I trade in pre-market here, ladies and gentlemen? Pre-market is when stocks are going to go on the biggest spikes, the biggest rips, the biggest runs, the biggest climbs. Pre-market is when we see stocks come out with hot news. Remember what we talked about before, guys? We talked about psychology. We talked about sociology. We talked about the fact that stocks move up when people buy them. So let's think about this. Why is news so important? News is so important because news now gives a reason for people to buy into a play, doesn't it? So if we have reasons on why people should buy into a play, if all of a sudden everyone agrees, aka the mob agrees that this is a great play, everyone will pull the trigger on it. So really, I can't go into every inch of this detail here, but what I want you guys to understand is hot news comes out at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 7:30 Eastern time, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 8:30 Eastern time. So you will always see big press release waves. Notice again, 7 o'clock right here, a lot of news. Then it kind of dies on off, and then we go 7:30, we have news. Then we have 8 o'clock, we have a lot of news. And now again, you guys could use Fox Runner and have all these different keywords and different filters and all this great stuff. But what I am looking for is I'm looking for low float plays. The only filter I suggest that you guys use is floats from 0 to 30 million. The float is going to be the shares available to the public. The lower the float, the higher the demand, the bigger the spike. It's simple economics. When you have a low supply of something and you have a high demand of something, the stock is going to increase in price dramatically. So all I have my settings towards is 0 to 30 million in float. So instead of getting press releases on stocks with large floats, every float is going to be on the smaller side, which means if these stocks come out with hot news, we could see massive breakouts, massive rips, and massive runs. So what do we have here, guys? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we came out with ROLR at the time of 8 a.m. this morning. ROLR had a 3-star press release. Now, why did it have a 3-star press release? Because there are words that are, again, going to lead towards big-time breakouts. And you guys can see these words all behind me right here. One of the best words that you guys can have, and again, you guys can edit this any way you guys want, but again, one of the best 3-star words that are going to be out there is going to be the word agreement. When you guys have an agreement right here, so whenever there's a press release with the word agreement, 3 stars show on up. Also, I do have this as one of my main keywords, so I want it highlighted. So basically what I have right here, traders, is I have the word agreement, and whenever agreement comes on out, it will be highlighted in blue. And I also get a text, I get a voice alert, and I get a push notification because it's one of a good press release. Now, notice what we have right here, 279,000 in float. So how did I find ROLR? Well, number one, I'm looking at the news scanner. I'm looking at Fox Runner at 8 a.m. Number two, we have a 3-star press release with an extremely low float play, and we do have an overall solid press release right here where it says Roller signs an agreement with Crypto.com. Now, traders, what do you guys think happened from this? Well, now everyone, aka the mob, comes up to the agreement of, oh, let's go buy ROLR. So basically what I just did here is I know we have to find the hot play of the day. Fox Runner tells me the hot play of the day. That's how I get all my hot plays, my hot news. Then I go over to ROLR over on Trade Ideas. And I see ROLR is spiking, ROLR is ripping, ROLR is taking on off. This is option number one. Option number one is you guys can go ahead and buy right there. This is where you guys can make money. That's point number one. Then ROLR starts going on a massive squeeze, massive spike, goes from 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10. Traders, as long as you do not buy at the top, you are going to make money on this. You could jump in and make tons of cash over on ROLR. And you know what's great about ROLR? It actually set itself up into a little bit of a bull flag pattern, as you guys could see. So this is where I do all my charting over on Trade Ideas, where I could see bull flag patterns and I could see against support and resistance, and I can start understanding, hey, let me buy in quickly. And then the stock went on this next leg on up and then came all the way back on down. So basically what we have here, traders, is just taking a look over on ROLR at this moment, is you guys can see, number one, we found the hot news. Number two, let's talk about the entries that we could have had. We could have had entry here at the very beginning, okay? That's all profitable entries for you guys. Some people might have chased the very top right here, and this is where they could have hit some stop losses, could have gotten out. Then again, the stock exploded. This is definitely where people chased again, but this is where, again, I want you guys to start realizing, hey, a stock is kind of getting a little crazy. Let's go ahead and look for a short. And again, we could go ahead and get ready for dip buys back at the bottom, right? I do not want you to start being people that are constantly buying after a 100% spike. I do not want you buying at the high of the day. You are either in early or you are going to be shorting the tops. If you, again, miss out on the early move and you don't feel comfortable shorting, or again, you say to yourself, you know what, I missed the short, then you get ready for the dip buy. This is where you are going to have the most amount of opportunity. You buying at the top after a stock has already spiked is not where you guys are going to be profitable. I'm telling you on this. So every single day, this is what I do. I, again, watch Fox Runner. I get the hot news that comes on out. Then the moment the hot news comes on out, I run over to Trade Ideas. I start marking my graphs. Am I late? Did we have an upper shadow? I look at past chart history pattern. I ask myself, okay, is this an explosive stock? Wow, the stock has gone on big rips and runs in the past before. Then I run on over towards, again, Cobra. And once I go over to Cobra, this is where I can go ahead and start placing my orders, guys. I can start going after orders. You know what's so amazing about Cobra is I could short nearly every single stock. I can, again, go ahead and locate. Hey, I want to go ahead and short ROLR. I type in ROLR. I type in how many shares I want to get myself involved in. And then guess what here, guys? I can start pulling the trigger over on ROLR. So I can start getting filled on this as well. And again, ROLR has some amazing, Cobra has some amazing charting over here as well. So when people are asking, hey, how am I able to short these plays? How am I able to get myself involved over on these stocks? How am I getting in so quick? How are you trading in pre-market? It's because I'm using a premium broker, guys. I use Cobra because they are a premium broker, and that's where we are going to be able to have the most amount of success. Because yes, here, team, I am not saying you have to, again, spend the most amount of money on equipment and this and that. But yes, you do need to have a few things to actually be successful in the stock market. You could be the greatest race car driver in the world, right? You could be the greatest race car driver in the world. But at the same time, guys, if you do not have a car that is going to allow you to reach your highest potential, well, again, unfortunately, you guys are not going to be able to, you're going to get lapped. If you're in a Lamborghini and everyone else is a station wagon, unfortunately, guys, you are going to most likely end up getting lapped, right? So that's why this is so important. So guys, right now at this time, I do want to drop a few links for you guys over in the chat room, just so, again, we can all get on the same page. The first things first, guys, I want to make sure that you guys are all set is number one, this is the website over on Fox Runner. I'm going to drop this for every single person. Every single person right now, go sign on up if you guys haven't. And you guys can use the code word FOXY, 30% off, and you guys will be all set, ready to go. So again, there is the link. You guys can go ahead, use the code word FOXY for 30% off. That is, again, one of my favorite go-to brokers. You guys are going to love that. I can absolutely guarantee it. Next up, for all my charting, we do have Trade Ideas right here. Trade Ideas is giving every single person that is here watching this right now a 25% off discount. Type in DECMAR25 for 25% off. And you guys will be all set over on Trade Ideas. Let me again drop this link for you guys as well. This is where I do all my charting. I will send you all of my scanner codes so that you guys are all good, ready to rock and roll. And last but not least, guys, Cobra. Cobra is the best of the best when it comes down to brokers. Every single person, if you guys are using a Robinhood account or an E-Trade account or something stupid like that, it's going to slow you down. Everyone, head on over to Cobra. They will give you $50K in free commissions, 50% off commissions for life, 2 months of free software, covering your fees. You guys will even get free Fox Runner. So you guys will, again, have the best of the best. Now, the thing is, traders, you know what's so exciting about today as well? Is that you guys, as you guys know, the PDT rule is dropping. Guys, Cobra is dropping their minimum. It used to be $25,000. I think they're going all the way down to $5,000 or $10,000. Make sure, hey, I want to use a premium broker. You are using the best broker out there that allows you to short nearly every single stock. Cobra is where it's at. Trade Ideas is where it's at. Fox Runner is where it's at. Make sure you guys are all set, ready to go here. Now, do you guys want to keep going? Guys, can I ask you guys a question? It is currently almost 8 o'clock at this moment. Do you guys mind if I keep going a little bit longer? Do you guys want to keep, again, learning? Do you guys want to keep, again, kind of diving into this a little bit? So it's all up to you. I would rather make sure you guys are all set. I want to make sure that I'm not overwhelming you guys too much at this time. So traders, what I really, again, want to make sure that you guys are understanding here is that I want you guys to have your mindset right. I want you guys to be able to understand the right ways when it comes down to stock trading. I want you guys to be able to get a gauge of the right strategies and start thinking to yourself right now, hey, how can I actually be a great trader? I want to be, again, trading. And again, this is a big part of it. Finding your strategy. Do I want to be a dip buyer? Do I want to be buying for breakouts? Do I want to be a momentum trader? Do I want to be shorting? Do I want to be trading futures? Do I want to... And guys, notice there is options here. Okay. Deck, don't calm down. I am not the biggest options trader. I am not. And guys, I've gone onto these rants here before. I'm going to do a quick little 2-minute rant again. I think the majority of traders fail in options. The majority of traders do fail in options. And there's one reason behind it. Is because not you anymore, but the majority of the people, aka the mob, guess what, guys? They are people like the mob that, again, just try to make one big trade and they end up losing. Traders, when it comes on down to buying stocks, or again, let's say you're buying shares, okay? The difference between buying shares and option contracts, this is why so many people lose. You guys ready for it? The majority of people in the world can't pick what is the correct ticker to buy, and is that ticker going to go up or is that ticker going to go down? How many people successfully do this? Well, guys, again, you will start doing that after this webinar. But most people who go to options say, yeah, you know what? Same exact thing with options. We have to pick the right ticker, and if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. But what's the issue with options, guys? There's a lot more to it. With options, you have to pick what ticker. Is it going to go up or down? And you also have to pick a strike price. Well, how high is it going to go up or is it going to go down? So now we just added a little bit of a curveball. And not only do I have to pick right how high or how up or down it's going to be with the strike price, but it also has to do it before a certain time, aka an expiration date. So hold on a second. Now again, I got to pick the right ticker if it's going to go up or down with a strike price of how high up or down, but with an expiration date before a certain price. Yes. And if it doesn't happen as quickly as you think, you're going to face time decay. And time decay is going to ruin your contract. So you have to pick the right ticker up or down, how high up or down before a certain price. And if it doesn't do it in a certain amount of time, you're going to be losing money every second. Is that all? No, that's not all. Now again, you're going to be facing other Greeks like implied volatility, which means if everyone else does it, you're going to lose money anyway. So traders, you could argue, hey, I can make more money trading options. Yeah, guys, but it's like doing a 9-leg parlay that you're going to lose on. You know what I mean? It would be like, hey, who's going to win? The Jets or the Eagles? Hey, I'm going to put money on the Eagles. Boom, I just made money. Yeah, but you know what? I can make more money if I say, yeah, the Eagles are going to win, but Saquon Barkley is going to run for 200 yards and Jalen Hurts is going to throw 2 touchdowns and there's going to be 3 interceptions and the coin toss is going to land on heads. And if you get one thing wrong, you lose all your money. It's just not worth it for me. So again, what I like to do here, traders, is, and this is what I want you guys to understand about this, is that every day we all follow the same criteria. Every day we use the same indicators. Every day we see breakouts, where every day we're looking for reversals. Every day we're using support and resistance. Every day we're looking to place the odds in our favor. Every single day I'm using, again, the same scanners and equipment. Traders, this is great. Now, again, what's a great way to kind of limit, right? What's a great way to be able to limit maybe risk if you also want to start trading, guys, instead of paper trading? You guys could also, again, try prop firm trading, right? Prop firm trading, one-stop prop. I'll, again, drop a link over here for you guys as well. If you guys want to limit some risk, you could try it again over on profit trading. So, again, you guys are prop trading so that you guys can be all set, ready to go over here. Now, guys, unfortunately here, as I said, I cannot teach every single thing just in an hour. As I said, guys, unfortunately, I cannot teach absolutely every single moment, every single second in an hour. Obviously, there is level 2 that I have not been able to cover. There are indicators I have not been able to cover. There are entries and exits I have not been able to cover. Candlesticks, float, volume, trend lines, breakout chart setups. There are things that I do want to cover. And guys, I want to go over absolutely every single one of these, okay? I want to be able to do it and be able to go into absolutely every single one of these. And I wanted to jump on this mic here tonight to truly just give you guys free everything. And I wanted to prove myself here. But I will tell you guys this as well. Coming on up on April 27th, guys, which is about 2 weeks from now, I am going to be doing a 5-hour-long webinar that is going to take the time to go over everything. So I wanted to prove myself to you tonight. I wanted to go over and drop free education, things that people do charge thousands of dollars for, and say, you know what? Let me again give this stuff away for free and prove myself to you. But I will say, April 27th, I am going to be doing a webinar for 5 hours going over absolutely everything. But I will say, guys, this one will have a fee to it. So if you guys are interested, and I hope every single person signs on up, we are going to be having a 5-hour webinar going absolutely over everything, and this will be recorded and this will be sent out to you. So if you do not or you cannot make it, I will be recording it and sending it to every single person who signs on up. This will have a fee. As you guys know, I live stream every single day for you guys. I, again, try to prove my full transparency to you guys every single day. I go over and I'm taking, again, a 5-hour period to go over everything, just like we did right now, just like we did today. And I want to drop this for you guys right now. So this is going to be top to bottom, A to Z, making sure full day course that you guys can learn how to trade, and this is yours for life. So if you guys are interested on this, this is going to be a 5-hour webinar. It is going to be $1,947. You guys are going to be able to have the next week to be able to sign up to this. And this is going to be an A to Z 5-hour long 0 to 100 recorded webinar that you guys get to keep. So I wanted to, again, take tonight, prove myself to you, show you what you're missing out on and what you are going to be missing out on if you guys do not sign up to this webinar. So again, take the time. I hope every single person signs up to this if you and be able to say, hey, you know what? I want to be able to take this investment and become a better trader. So guys, I truly appreciate every single person that has joined us today. I hope you guys take advantage of this. Again, the date's right here, April 27th, starting at 12 p.m. It will be recorded if you guys can't make it. The price is $1,947 for a 5-hour webinar, and we will be going from A to Z. So traders, take the second. I will also say this right now. For the first 5 people who sign up, if you guys sign up right now, we are sending the first 5 people. If you sign up tonight, we are giving you a $200 discount. So if you pay for it tonight, we will be giving you a $200 discount for everyone who signs up tonight. Okay? So do not miss out on this. I do want to open up the floor. Does anyone have any questions about anything that I went over here tonight? So I want to, again, make sure you guys are all good. Does anyone have any questions, any comments, concerns? Also, can I ask you guys this? How'd you guys like it tonight? How did you guys like this free 1-hour webinar of me going over? Did I reach your expectations? Did I exceed your expectations? And that's what I want you guys to realize. What I'm going to be doing on April 27th is, again, I don't want to reach your expectations. I want to exceed them in every single way. So if you are serious about stock trading and you want to become a full-time stock trader, I'm taking the entire day, Monday, April 27th, to exceed your expectations and doing this 5 to 6 hour course. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Traders, again, if you sign up tonight, you will get a $200 refund off. So make sure you guys get this right here, right now. Get yourself on top of it. And again, you guys will be getting $200 off if you sign up tonight. I hope, again, I got you to be able to say, hey, I want to learn from Deck. All right, here, traders. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Options pharmacist. How do you determine if a stock is at the top or it has more to go? One of the best ways to know that is upper shadow candlesticks. One of my favorite ways to be able to understand stocks. So again, do a little research. Type in on upper shadow candlesticks, upper shadow reversal, or AKA evening star. So type in evening star. That's going to be a great starting point. Things that we are going to be going over in the 6-hour webinar. Deck, expanded thoughts on short, long-term, and long-term canceling of the PDT rule. I mean, PDT rule, guys, I'll tell you right now. The PDT rule, this will be absolute, excuse my French, it will be fucking insane when the PDT rule is gone. And that's why, again, I want you guys all set ready to go on Cobra. Because if you guys are not yet, again, on Cobra, just imagine this. There are degenerates everywhere in the stock market. Imagine when people can do whatever the heck they want. In the first 1, 2, 3 months, people are going to be trading like madmen, right? So that's why it's going to be insane, when the PDT rule drops. What is the best time frame to look at for support and resistance? Rule of thumb, the larger the time frame, the stronger the support and resistance will be. Rich World Deck, do you still have deals on Venom? contact Cobra Trading. They will have all the deals coming on up. But again, Cobra will be dropping down with the PDT rule. So you guys will be all set, ready to go. Remember, guys, anyone who signs up to the April 27th webinar tonight only, $200 off. So again, if you guys want to get that $200 deal, you guys will be doing. And again, as I said, you guys see what I can provide to the table. Put a little bit of an investment in your education. I want to teach you. This is only the beginning. Absolutely awesome. Deck, do you have a small account challenge coming soon? How about this? When the PDT rule drops. When the PDT rule drops, we can do a small account challenge. That could be a lot of fun. That could be amazing. Man, you guys were awesome tonight. You guys, again, absolutely crushed it. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. I'm going to drop this link one more time. Again, $200 off for tonight only. Do not miss out. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are amazing. I love you, and I hope you guys enjoyed every single second of this day, of this evening, of this night. Enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you, guys. I love it. Yeah. Woo! Claire, let's go get some pizza. Domino's or Pizza Hut? Little Caesars, let's go.
You, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. I miss you so bad, I miss you so bad. Wait, they don't love me like I love you, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show.
At the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing. At the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
Down at the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Hey, Slim Shady, I see the one, but she be bad, baby. Hey, I feel you creeping, knocking. can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo. Baby, go to my place and just kick it like Tybo. So we gonna order up, look up and watch me stack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get so. Smack that, oh. Smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get so. Smack that, oh.
Well, you know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. Come on now, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Shout, hey, 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 hey. You know you make me wanna stop, 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 You know you make me wanna.
Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, get away, get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day, day. You really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never pop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta flow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it, then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about a boom, about a bang. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clear to a couple niggas that I always win and then I gotta get it again and again and again.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Everybody in the booth can tell myself apart from you. Now that we're dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing, people.
Happy after joint dancing, dancing on the people, people dancing on the people. I got people on the people, people dancing on the people with the people on the people. Smoking CO2, on the booth, hanging from the people on the people. My so rich, I got people on the people, people dancing on the people.
Smoke weed every day, 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 day,
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing. Pull up to the scene with my cellar missing.
Put the fries in the bag.
we gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Way, all the niggas who be acting too bold. Take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode.
Who do you want me to be? Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, and you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that all? Everybody is like a kid. Will you praise me? Nothing, I go la la la. I'm turning up the fire when you speak. Cause if my heart can't stop it, I'll find a way to run and I go. And I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, and it's just that time. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not. 1,000 people I could be for you, and you hate the fucking love.